What's up everyone, it's Adrian from Adrian's Awesome Accumulation. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Starflower Lily model kit from Rosado. And this is the box art right here, and this is a pretty cool looking box. As you guys can see, really cool artwork of the character right here with her like gun or her weapon, and then the background is pretty neat. And then you got like this text right here which is all in gold and stuff, like a nice like kind of lightish gold. And right here it says RSO3 long distance sniper type, inorganic starflower. That's cool. And it says, all right, so it's also by Hexmonian, yeah, Hem, Hemex, I don't know how to say that, and Earnestcore Craft. All right, this is a 1/10 scale full action plastic model kit, and it is a model kit. All right, oops. Take a look at the side of the box right here. We have cool artwork with she comes with 3 different heads. So this is one of her head right here, which is kind of like this messed up kind of like look right here with like fire coming off the side of her head right there. And then on this side we got the model kit right here. So this is what she looks like, and she looks cool, right? She's like this cool like android type of, you know, yeah, model kit, and it's really awesome. And again, these are her 3 heads that she comes with. So she comes one with like an android face, and then a human face, and then like android but like with her like side of her head messed up and like all like fire and stuff. And it looks really cool when when you put it on. And on this side you have her android face right there, which is all white and like those bright blue eyes, which looks cool. All right, and then on this side, so we got different kind of poses right here. We got one going into battle with her messed up head, and then another one where she's more like in a ballerina type pose with her human face, and then her android form kind of like sitting on her gun right there. And then you got like the different accessories she comes with, and you can like mix and match. And I'll show you like kind of some of it because I kind of like messed up with building her. But right here we have like a shield and stuff like that, different kind of poses you can get her in. And she does come with 2 different kind of chests right here, like an android chest and a human type of chest right there. So that is pretty much it for the box, and let's take this out of the way and let's focus on the figure. Be back in a few. All right, you guys, here we are back with the model kit, and I really like this. It looks cool. It's really a really cool android type of character. I really like these, like like these android type of characters with humanoid, like like almost humanoid looking and stuff like that. But yeah, she looks really cool. But I do have a flaw in mine. Let me know if you can point it out. I'll go over when I go over articulation. But as you can see, this is her like kind of like messed up head right here, and you can see it's all like kind of messed up, like she's kind of like been shot in the side of her head, right? And then her eye goes like to like this crazy red eye and stuff like that. And then you have like the flames bursting out of the side of her head right there. It just looks pretty cool, especially when you have her like in like some attacking pose or like kind of like enraged mode, kind of charging look. Let me take off the head and let me show you that really fast. As you can see right here, crazy detail right here, like on the fire. And it's like this cool, like translucent, kind of like shiny red color right there. But you got like this black piece. And it just looks really awesome. So there's the head right there. And then going over the body right here. It's cool mechanical look, right? I got the human chest right here because I kind of like the way the human chest looks with like the mechanical head and stuff. But like you can take this off right here. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of easy. I remember like for the other one, the Black Iris, which is an action figure, the chest piece was you know magnetized, but on this piece it's just kind of like you just kind of slot it in right here. And this one it's kind of hard to take off because this one kind of comes apart, but like just put this in right here, and then you have like the mechanical piece right there. And I kind of like to like put this one on with the human head right here. So this is her human head. As you can see, she has purple eyes right there. And then the hair, really nice color, like this like light blonde and stuff. But yeah, so that is pretty much the look of the model kit right here. And now let's go over articulations. Let me take off the head. And then, all right, so when I was posing this figure, her joints are kind of tight. Like especially right here in the arms, you kind of have to like go carefully and like move it around and kind of move her from the shoulder because it is pretty tight. And when I was like messing with it on her right shoulder, it actually, broke. So I have like this sticky tack right here, kind of having it on. But as you can see right there, look, that's it broke. and it just kind of like pegs in. Let me take off the sticky text so I can show you. Right here. Let's see. Kind of hard to see, but like, yeah, it kind of like just pegs in right there, and then it just like broke off. And I think it was kind of my fault, because when I had to like bend it like up here, I was kind of like moving it because I thought it can go further because of like this piece, right? Kind of looks like it can go up a little bit more, and I was kind of like forcing it up here, and I think it didn't break right then, but I think I weakened it, and then later when I was posing it, it just broke off. So yeah, her joints can be a little tight, even for the legs. You know, I can feel it. It's pretty tight, but like they are movable. So just, you know, be careful. Just remember, it's a model kit, not an action figure. When you're like, you go to pose it and stuff, and you should be okay, but like, you know, it's a risk reward system. So like, there's that. But you know, she does have double jointed knees right there, and then, you know, she does have double jointed elbows. Her arms do come up to a T pose, only a T pose. It can't go any higher than that. Then don't force it, because again, the joint will probably become weak and it'll probably like snap off. But other than that, it can go all the way around. Again, just be careful with it. And yeah, you do get good range. And then the hands are on this ball peg right here, but then you see how it's slanted, and these things are kind of like tight too. So you just gotta like just kind of like get the, you know, have it right here. Make sure you're focusing on this when you're trying to move it, and you should be good and stuff. Let's see, the legs do come up all the way to the splits. So there's that. And you could get her kicking really high. So there's that. Again, for the ballerina poses and stuff like that. That far forward, that far back, you know, without any of her accessories like the skirt or anything like that. But yeah. And then she can bend that far back. All right. That far forward. So pretty good. To the side, to the side. And she can rotate a little. Again, don't force it because she'll probably break. And then for the head, she can look up that high. She can look down that low. Do have head swivel. She can turn all the way around, what you would want for an Android. So there's that. And then she does come with these cool little like stands right here on her feet that you just peg in right there, and that allows her to stand. And also she has articulation right here on her toes, on her feet. You can move them back that forward, that far back, and then you can move them side to side, so you can get her like, you know, like get her standing and stuff like that if you want. So that's good. So that is pretty much the articulation for this one. Stick with me and I'll show you the accessories. Alright, you guys, here I am back with the accessories. And as you can see, she comes with a lot. So basically a whole bunch of hands and a whole bunch of like hands like holding with the swords and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of weapons. Alright, so let's get started. So this was the human chest piece that I showed you earlier that she had on. I kind of painted like the gold on this right here, and then like right here I painted gold too, but you might not see that, or I might have just turned back to brown. Well, actually no, I didn't paint that. Okay, and then I painted these little parts right here gold. So there's that. And then this blue piece, you can either have it like clear orange or clear blue. I went for clear blue mostly on all the parts. So there's that. There's that chest piece right there. And then she comes with a whole bunch of hands right here. She comes with two like you know, like just like open, you know, like open palm hands right here. And then she's got two like clawing hands right there. And then she comes with two, let me see, like holding hands right here. Just like standard holding hands, like holding it straight. Weapon. And then she comes with two kind of like slanted holding hands right here. That's pretty neat. And then she comes with the classic fists right there, punching hands. And then she comes with two open, wide, spread palm hands right there. And then she comes with kind of like open palm, kind of straight finger, but like kind of clawing, about to like go into a claw or something like that. I don't know. She comes with a whole bunch of hands. So there's that. And then she comes with two, like kind of slightly grabbing hands, but like a little bit wider open. So there's that. And then she does come with this eyepiece because her eyes are movable. But I noticed, actually with this human head right here, and actually I had never tried with this head, but like, um, yeah, I did notice when I tried to move the human eyes that they were kind of loose. I don't know about this one. Let's check. Actually, it's kind of stuck in there, but yeah, I know what, like, for this human head, the eyes were super loose, so I don't know if it's like loose on all the other ones. Let's check. I'll show you for the human face what I'm talking about. All right, so there are her eyes right there, right? And when I go to like move this, you see, like I'll move the eye, but when I take it out, it comes off. See, so it kind of like stays stuck on. So like, just gotta push it back in there, and then it's like all weird, all derpy looking now, like that. And then I'll show you with this one. This one's actually pretty. Okay, so the right eye is actually pretty tight in there, and this one is kind of like actually really loose. So okay, so there's that. But yeah, it's super loose. So I recommend just like leaving it straight, having her look straight on, and then just turning her head to like make her look different in other places. So there's that. So I don't know if they're all like that. I don't want to like move the other ones because I have them just looking straight on. But as we're talking about the heads, this is her android head right here. And it's cool, and she comes with a black halo. I think I should have painted that gold. I think I would have liked it better, but I kind of decided just to leave it black. And then she has like these two like grayish antennas right here, and then she has two ponytails, and these ponytails are articulated on all of them, even the human head and her messed up android head right here that I already showed you. Let me show you once again. This is a cool one. This is my favorite one right here. And you can see all the details in her face right there, and then her little android antenna, which is articulated, and then her ponytails again, which are articulated. This one's a little bit more hindered because of all the fire effects and stuff like that, but there's that. And then let's see. Okay, then we got these two like hands right here, which kind of like attached to like her weapons, so like they're more sturdy and they don't like bend, because of like if she has to have her hands like it's kind of weak, she can't really hold it. So these kind of like help keep it sturdy and stuff. And this one's kind of like more like like stabbing or like charging it or something like that. So she comes with two of those. And then she comes with two like standard, like kind of holding, like kind of like having it on the ground, like kind of like on a guard, or just like holding it like kind of standardly, right? She comes with two of those, so that's good. And she comes, look at this, her gun. This is a sniper rifle. And this looks really cool. Again, the blue clear plastics right here can be switched out for clear orange ones, but I went for the blue. This piece up here, I kind of painted it. And these little wires right here, kind of painted it. And this is cool. The little flowers inside there is a decal that I wanted to put on because I thought it'd just look cooler. I usually don't put on decals, but this one I was like, fine, I'll do it. Yeah, right there. I kind of painted like the gold right here and the little silver on like the rivets and stuff. And this this piece right here is like the stands right here to like have her stand articulated. Although this one's kind of like weak. This one's good. It's just this one. This one's kind of weak right here. But other than that, the gun does come apart. There's that one piece. And then this piece in the back comes off right there. And this is basically because you can like put this piece right here. So this piece is kind of like goes into the back of the gun right here. So if I can do it, yeah, like this, right there. And then you put on like these little pieces, like this little like string pieces that I'll show you later, right here. And then she has like this kind of like glowing like effect and stuff. But I did mess up like on this piece because I put like one of these parts. I forgot which one. I think it was one of the bigger parts had to go up here or here, and then it switched, and I built it wrong. So It doesn't articulate as well as it should because it was my mistake when I was building it. But other than that, you know, yeah, looks pretty cool. So there's that. And then here's her shield. This is probably like my favorite accessory just because I think it looks really cool. So this, you can kind of like cover it up right here. You can close it up to make it like a small shield, right? And then you can open it to like make it look more like, you know, like more cool. Like she's like, I don't know, like more like in a hyper like rage mode or something like that. So that's pretty neat. And on the back right here, you got, I have like these one other stands right here. So this just plugs into her arm and it just gives it that, you know, sturdiness to like hold it up. So that's her shield right there. This is her like little flower skirt right there. And then these pieces are articulated, all of them. And then this piece right here is articulated right here on the bottom. And this piece is articulated right there, right here. These bottom ones right there, and so on. And then these were the little like little flower petals that I was telling you about. You can take these off, and you can plug them on to like right here. I think I have one loose. Yeah, so like this basically just plugs on. Like I think, actually maybe not. It's kind of loose. All right, so something else goes in there. I'm not sure, because I never really used this piece, but I think this piece can go. Yeah. See, open that up. This piece can go right there. And then you have like the flower petals. And then you can just put the gun like so. And then she have this huge gun. Her weapons are super big. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So they're gonna take up a lot of shelf space, so I probably won't, you know, display her with any of her weapons. But yeah, this is her skirt piece right there. And then we have her lance, which is cool, but also really big. Again, right there. And this is like a little metal iron piece right there. And then again, this little like attachment right here to like help her carry the sword right there. This part I painted bronze or like a copper color. I think it came out nice. So yeah, this is her weapons. And that's basically all her accessories. Oh wait, actually there's the stand in the background. That's an accessory. And also that background right there. That's also an accessory. At least I think so, because it came with it. So there's that. Right. I'll be back with the poses. I'll probably be only a few poses because I don't want to risk, you know, breaking another part. So I'll probably make like 3 poses and stuff. And then, yeah, see you afterwards. All right. See you in a few. Pose 1, hello. Pose 2, ballerina. Pose 3, knockout punch. Well, there's the review for the Starflower Lily, done and complete. Um, do I recommend this one? I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. I mean, with the loose eyeballs and then the really tight joints that you have to be super careful or else they break. I mean, she looks cool. It's a cool model kit, very cool design, but with all that's going on, all the problems, I would say it's kind of a skip. I think this is the last model kit from this company that I'll probably get, and action figures. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless, and bye.